Hey folks, let's talk about the Adam and Eve story. Here is the bottom line. You ready? Here it is. It's coming. There is no tension whatsoever between the story of Adam and evolution. I just said that. There's no tension whatsoever. Why is that the case? Because the Adam story is not science and the Adam story is not history. There's no tension because they're talking two completely different languages. One has nothing to do with each other. Here's the thing. The story of Adam isn't even about how people came to be. It's not the story of the first man and Eve, the first woman. That's not what this story is about. It's not talking about that kind of an origin. It's actually talking about Israel's origin. That sounds a little bit abstract. Give me a second, right? The story of Adam is the story of Israel condensed. Israelites don't care about where people come from, they care about where they came from. And so the Adam story is like their whole history condensed into a couple of chapters. See, think about it this way. Adam was made out of dust and then put into paradise, put into the Garden of Eden. And he was given the command, on the day you eat of it, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the forbidden fruit, on the day you eat of it, you shall surely die. Well, what happens? He eats of it, and does he die? Well, he doesn't die, but he doesn't get thrown out of the garden. He and Eve together. So here you have a story of someone who is created by dust, put into a lush land, and given a law, and if he obeys, he stays. If he disobeys, he gets kicked out. That's the story of Israel. Israel is created by God out of nothing, out of dust, of slavery. They come out of Egypt. God puts them into a lush land, the land of Canaan, the land flowing with milk and honey. And he gives them commands, the law of Moses. And the commands are ones they have to keep, and it's all about worshiping God and stuff like that. But if you keep them, you will stay in the land. If you disobey, you will be exiled. You see that parallel between those two. The Adam and Eve story is really a preview of coming attractions. It's almost a table of contents for the whole thing. See, it's got nothing to do with where people come from. That's not the point of the story. That's not why it was written. We read that into the story because we're thinking scientifically or historically, but this story is not remotely in tension with science. It's not in tension with history because the Israelites are more concerned about their story, where they came from, not where people come from. This shows no historical or scientific curiosity. It's a story about them. And that's why there is absolutely zero tension between evolution and Adam. There you go. Take it to the bank.